Boom, boom, bam, bam, ratatata, damn.
Porque no era suficiente todo lo que yo te di. Porque me fallaste todo el tiempo.
Mi corazón me dejaste sin aliento.
Porque decías que me amabas y con otro tú hablabas. Porque corres a sus brazos.
Boom, boom, bam, bam, ratatata, damn.
Porque no era suficiente todo lo que yo te di. Porque me fallaste todo el tiempo.
Mi corazón me dejaste sin aliento.
Que decías que me amabas y con otro tú hablabas. Porque corres a sus brazos.
Boom, boom, bam, bam, ratatata, damn. Oye, raza, ya llegó el momento que esperaba todo el mundo. El nuevo ritmo reggaetón de MDOS, baby.
Porque no era suficiente todo lo que yo te di. Porque me fallaste todo el tiempo.
Mi corazón me dejaste sin aliento.
Porque decías que me amabas y con otro tú hablabas. Porque corres a sus brazos.
Boom, boom, bam, bam, ratatata, damn. Boom, boom, bam, bam, ratatata,
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Hey, what the hell? So I'm back. Yes, now you're watching at the right time. It's a little bit past 7:30. Welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. This beautiful third day of August, dude. We're already in August, bro. When I see August on my calendar, I'm like, dang, dude, we're already in the latter part of 2022 already, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That quick, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, you're watching on behalf of any of the members behind me of the group MDOS. Welcome to the show. You're in for a treat tonight. Bumper's Wacky Wednesday is really based on our cultura, our music, and everything in between. And tonight's like no other Wednesday night, right? Or like every other Wednesday night. Trying to bring you guys new artists, artists that have been around a long time, maybe artists you never heard of. And that's what the show's all about, man. So again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in again to this. You know, you already see me once, you see me here twice. But I'm here live with the guys all the way from the big city of Pearsall, Texas. MDOS, welcome to the show, guys.
It's a pleasure estar aquí con ustedes. Everybody watching, everybody bumper. Muchas gracias por having M2 here with you guys today.
Hey, el vato está hablando español ya, chinga. Oh, y'all ready, boy? Nikki got him going. Hey, so before we go on, man, I'm gonna go around, and if you guys can just introduce yourself and what do you do for the band?
All right, Johnny Martinez, lead vocalist from Pearsall, Texas, a group of M2.
David Colchado, the lead guitar player.
Raul Gutierrez, I'm the keyboard player and the owner of MDOS.
Tony Gonzalez Jr., the accordion player.
And I'm Conrad Salinas, the bass player.
The bass player.
The bass player.
To me, dude, if you guys know Bumper, I always say this, man. You know who the coolest guy in the band is?
Conrad.
The bass player.
The bass player is always the coolest dude in the band, bro. Nothing can phase the bass player, bro. You can slam them drums all you want. You can sing off key. That bass player is gonna be right there. Boom, boom. So, guys, welcome to the show, man. I'm really, like I said, I was really looking forward to having you guys here. And first, I want to thank you guys for your patience for promoting the Super Show Saturday, but it's very important to us, man.
Oh, no, when I was hearing it's a must see. It's a must see Impalas. I mean, I've been since young collecting Impalas magazines, and they put on great shows that I can see, and especially you got the Iconics, Jimmy Gonzalez. I mean,
yeah,
you got Mark and the guys. You know, I mean, you got great Gabriela Martinez. I've been seeing her live on Facebook, and she has a tremendous vocals, man. See, I mean,
dude, let me tell you something about Gabriela. I need to sit down and talk to that girl, because you know what, man? What that girl is doing on social media, and you can get upset if you want to my other friends and artists. She has found what we call an algorithm that is through the roof.
Yeah.
You guys know algorithms?
Yeah.
You do? Right? So you have to post at a certain time. You have to post on certain things at a certain time, and certain hashtags, certain things, it spins your stuff to where if anybody looks, was that my phone?
No, that was the bass player. But when you
but no, man. So threw me off, pinche Star Wars. No. What was I saying? What was I talking about?
That rhythms, the posting at the time, right time.
Right, yeah. So she's been posting, and like anytime if you look up Tejano or anything, she comes up, boom, boom. So, you know, kudos to her for doing what she's doing. She'll be out there at the show. You guys will get to meet her, and hopefully M2, dude. Who knows if M2 shows up, meet and greet right there. These guys will have posters and all kinds just to bring. If y'all are gonna show up, dude, show up with some stuff, hand out some cards. So M2. First freaking question. What does M2 stand for?
That's a good question, right?
Yeah.
You want to say it?
Well, back in the day, we Raul, our keyboard player, he formed a group called Memoria, and that was years back, and we did good. I mean, we did good, and decided to take a break. He became a teacher. He teaches at school, you know. He went to school to become a teacher as well and everything. And then after a while, you know, he came back with M2 the second time, you know, Memoria to the second power, M2. So it's the second coming of
Memoria, yeah.
That's badass, bro. Dude, I would have gave you 100 guesses, and that wouldn't have been one of them. That's for sure. But no, man, that's really cool. So Memoria times 2, M2. I was talking with the guys outside when they showed up a little bit earlier, and what's really cool about these guys, man, is the song that you guys heard us open up the show with. the Ratatata. I probably put too many thoughts in there, but it's very catchy. You know, it's like Baby Shark. You know, Baby Shark, like you heard like, chinga, what is that, Baby Shark? And then all day you're like, Baby Shark, Shark. Yeah, it stays in your head. Dude, that single you guys have right now, that shit stays in your head. My wife's like, otra vez for Ratatata. Say, don't be Ratatata in my ears. Right? So, no, dude, it's a very cool song. I met these guys, the first time I met these guys, they came out for a benefit for K Alamo. Shout out to all the K Alamo DJs, everybody that watches from the K Alamo family, 98.9. We are San Antonio. Sorry, Bonnie, I'm not as good as you. Shout out to my girl, Bonnie Hernandez. But these guys came out, and they came out as a group for a little meet and greet to a barbecue benefit plate sale they did for everybody in Uvalde for the school. And that was cool, bro, because not a lot of bands did that.
Yeah, no, it was a great thing. Was of course, you know, we never expected that kind of tragedy. So I mean, like I said, my nephew, he lost his niece on that. So we felt the impact close to home, you know, and it was a great cause, and it was awesome to see a lot of artists. I mean, we saw Albert Tiger Diaz, you know, Tony Guerrero, yourself, you know, Jolissa, and you know, Savannah V, you know, Johnny O, and we saw, you know, everybody. You know, it was a great environment just to be part of.
Bro, and it was cool because, like, everybody's just chilling. Everybody's eating chicken, rice, beans, potato salad, even a piece of sausage. Yeah. Everybody was eating, having a good time, having some cold drinks, and it was all for a great cause. So, MDOS, dude, it was cool because, like, you know, you guys said you started, you know, the group Memoria way back in the day. Let's go back to way back in the day to you two, you know, Grupo Memoria. Like, was it a classic Tejano band, or what would you have called yourself back then?
We would fall under the Tejano umbrella. Mm-hmm. It was just straight Tejano.
Classic keys, classic
accordion keys. The covers that we would do, it was just local. It was just a local thing,
right?
You know, just locally, and we did the Fama. You know,
hey, bro, but some of those sometimes, bro, you know, me growing up, I grew up in Beeville, and so, you know, when I hear artists say, yeah, we're just like a local band, but for some people in that town, bro, that's it's like, you know, when you're a little kid and you see the kids in high school, you can't wait to play for your high school football team, whatever. Yeah. You know, for me, some of the bands were like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the local bands were like, dude, those are the guys right there. You know what I mean? For me, they're legends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you guys just did a lot of covers of all the big Tejano hits?
Yeah, we did covers. We started doing some original stuff, you know, here, and I think we did like 2 originals. Mm-hmm. And we just did the local thing, you know, the nearby venues and stuff, and just, you know, us bunch of friends getting together and just jamming out. Until it was like 2 years into it, around there, 3 years into it, and I was like, you know what, I had decided to go back to school and get my degree.
Hey, but we can't forget about also, we just not did that Tejano, we did Shaggy. You remember Shaggy?
Oh,
Life is one.
He did reggae.
Still young.
He did hit reggae. Oh, nice. Hey, but you know what, dude? It's funny you say that because, you know, a lot of I just saw the other day, I think it was DJ Kane. Yeah. He posted something like, hey, dude, I was doing reggae before the Cumbia Kings found me. Yeah. Like that was my thing. I was doing Latin reggae just to see that reggaeton 10 years later blew up.
Yeah,
and then, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty crazy. So you're a teacher, bro.
So I'm a school teacher, yeah.
Elementary?
I started at the intermediate level with 4th and 5th grade, and now I'm doing high school now. I'm at the high school level.
So all 9th through 12th grade?
9 through 12, actually.
Hello, let me tell you something, bro. This is Wacky Wednesday, bro. We're all over the place, but
anything goes.
You know, one thing that first I want to thank you, right? You know, military first responders, they always get thanks all the time.
Yeah.
I never think that teachers get thanked enough, right? Because you put up, I mean, Raza, you know your kids. You drop them son of a guns off at school and just like, whoo, ain't my deal for 8 hours, right? But dude, high school is a whole nother deal. Like that's a whole nother. I just don't know, man. So my hat's off to you, because there's no way in hell that I could be a high school teacher, because I wouldn't last maybe a week. I'd probably flip the desk, choke a kid out. I'd be in the news. You know what I mean? And the reason I say that, dude, is because the kids, kids nowadays, they're not the kids that I knew growing up. You know what I mean?
Different generation.
The cell phones, it's just get off your phone. Mm-hmm. The governor's saying something about they want to lock up the phones or something.
Oh, really?
Like when they come in the classroom, you got to put your phone in a thing and lock it up. I think teachers would dig that.
Oh, yeah.
Give me your undivided attention.
I'll vote on that.
So, Raul, you guys grew up friends, camaradas, primos? What? I mean...
well, when we first started, with Memoria, it was just a bunch of, just friends from town. Conrad's actually my cousin, primos, and Johnny's my cousin through marriage. And then, we're cousins, right?
Mexicans, dog. If you didn't Mexican, son primos. Everybody's a primo.
The only one that's not from Pearsall, from Cotula.
He's from Cotula.
Hey, my bad, dog. Shout out to the big city of Cotula, Texas.
Tony right here, he's from Pearsall, but he lives now in San Antonio.
I live here on the southwest side.
I could tell by your haircut. Nothing crazy, man.
Apenas se lo hicieron ahora.
Hey, so how did you find this young guy?
Actually, my wife is the one that found him. She was on Facebook, and she tagged me. A video. I don't believe you were at your house playing the accordion. I think it was at his house playing the accordion. And she tagged me. I was going through my Facebook and I saw it and I clicked on it and I saw him playing the accordion at the house. And then my wife came to the room and it's like, check this guy out. He's 15 years old. It's Tony. It's Tony Gonzalez. And
I think I was younger at the time.
At the time, And I was like, okay, So that's how we hooked up, And then that same night, I was already talking to him on the phone and talking to his dad.
I was to say, you should talk to the parents first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We live in that kind of world, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I want to talk to you, but put your parents on the phone right now. So when you saw this video, you were impressed right away?
We're in the need of an accordion player, and I saw you were playing a polka, and I was like,
just because it's freaking Wacky Wednesday, and I love all the wackos that watch the show. This young guy brought a little toy for you guys. Maybe we can get him to do a little. You got it on you? You got it out or what? Is it out, ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir. Turn it on.
You don't know? Damn, that shit matches the truck you came in, bro. What's up?
Eso bumper and eso with him, he became one of the, for us, you know how young artists are coming up. Some take it serious, some really don't, and 15 minutes with him by himself, he'll pick up any song.
By ear.
And he'll come home and he's on it. He's on that accordion constantly. So by the time he goes back to practice, he's already known like another 9-10 songs.
See that? Hey, I'm sorry, man. You weren't here when I explained about those chairs back there. Oh, no. So, man, your first name again? Tony from the southwest side of San Antonio by way of Pearsall, Texas. By way of Pearsall?
Yes, sir.
By way of Pearsall, Texas. How old are you?
I'm 15 now. I'm about to be 16 in August 10th.
What were you doing when you were 16 years old? You surely went in the studio better to jam out. A ver, let's see what you got. Nikki was here, been dancing with us. Shit, bring out the tequila, vato. Southwest side of San Antonio. Speaking of the southwest side, no, but it's the east side. Tonight, you can see me and my friend La Chismosa. We're going to be live after the show. We're going to be live. I think we're going to go to La Chismosa a little bit after 9 o'clock. We're going to go live to, she's going to be on site and I'll be there a little bit after the show. But the new place to be on Wednesday nights, after Wacky Wednesday, of course. The new place to be is the new Mustang Sally's on the southeast side of San Antonio. We're trying to bring Tejano back there on Wednesday nights. So if you're not doing anything later after the show, Mustang Sally's, look it up. If you knew it from way back in the day, that's why it's called the new Mustang Sally's, because inside is all revamped. It's very, very nice. And they even have a stripper pole inside. Don't tell nobody I said that. No, there's none of that, but they just have a pole there. It's not one of those places. But yeah, man, if you want to check it out tonight, we'll be out there a little bit after the show. Mustang Sally's. I'll shoot you guys the address when we do the commercial here in a few minutes. But yeah, just want to throw that out there. 15, you're about to be 16 years old. Why in the hell do you know how to play an accordion?
When I was younger, my dad, he had showed me, well, I started off with the bajo. I was learning the bajo from a place here called Conjunto Heritage, Taller. I started there, and when COVID hit, and we stopped going because of COVID, they stopped it. So then I picked up the accordion. My dad, he showed me like a little song. He showed me the...
Cántale.
Saca la tequila.
He showed me like a couple of songs, and then from there, like every day, I would just practice, and watch a lot of videos on YouTube. Yeah. And that's how I got. And I would go to his house for sectionals, and he would help me with a lot of chords, of learning a lot of chords too.
So was he one of your students in the high school?
No.
Well, before he moved over? No.
I was.
He was
Hey, somebody gave you a comment on here, bro. They were like, "Hey, that was one of the best teachers in
awesome, man.
Oh, that was
hey,
that was
pay somebody.
That was my prima, his wife, Miranda.
No, that's
there you go.
Actually,
you paid her to say that.
Actually, Bumper, that polka he did right now has actually a story behind it. You want to tell them?
Yeah, well, it was my grandpa, because I went down on a family line of accordion players. And it was my grandpa first, my uncle, my dad, and it's me now. But my grandpa, he put it's called a la capirotada, a polka. He put all these polkas together, and my uncle, he played it, he recorded it. And Hacienda Records.
Yeah, and they released it.
And they released it. It's on YouTube.
And so now you learned it, and that's part of it. You got to keep it going, right?
Yeah, I learned the polka all by ear, by just hearing it.
Hey, mijo, let me ask you, man, because, you know, here in the show, we really push trying to keep, you know, our culture and our music, especially Tejano music, trying to attract the young crowd.
Yeah.
And that's why I told you guys when you guys walked in, like, right here, you have something special because, you know, I'm not saying you guys are old.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
But what I'm saying is, like, you know, when people walk across the stage, like you guys say, for instance, at Fanfare, there's bands everywhere, right? There's people walking everywhere. But, you know, if a young kid gets drugged out there by their parents, like, ching, I got to go out here.
Yeah.
Follow them. They're like, man, I want to be out here. I want to be listening to Kanye West. I don't want to be out here listening to this stuff. But, dude, you walk across and you see this guy, like, hey, well, hold up. That guy goes to my school. Or, you know, the dude's my age. He's out there jamming the chord. They stop and they're like, hey, you know what? This ain't just my dad's music or my grandpa's music. This is our music.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and that's exactly what we're saying. Like we actually talk, like actually originally members como Conrad and Raul. I took a break también myself, but then, you know, gracias a Raul, you know, he accepted, you know, brought me back to the game. You know, I mean, I was coaching softball and for years, and then I said, you know, I told my wife, I said, you know what, I missed this. I missed it. He would call me constantly twice a day.
Keep him updated.
You know,
what's
hey,
going on.
you know, show me the songs. You know, and I was like, man. And one day he goes, hey, you want to come back and sing? But at first I was a rapper / animador. You know?
A la chinga!
So that's what I would do when I came back with the
hey,
guys.
dude, so you could rap? I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Rapping in
Give me at least
Rapping
2 bars.
Espanol.
At least 2 bars.
Do Mueve la Cintura.
Hey, he's got 2 bars. A ver, what do you need me to do?
Solamente aquí en San Antonio está Stacky. Estamos con el mero chingo bumpers and Wednesday Wacky.
Hey, hell yeah. It's going to be the new intro coming up. You guys stay tuned for that. Hell yeah.
No, and then now I became the lead singer. So, you know, like I said, thanks to him, Raul, you know, the same way as him, you know, it took me a while to get to that, to actually become that. He's the one that actually got me to sing, you know, like I was more like segunda voz and that's it. Rapper and animador, and man, you know, and it's a blessing to have people like him that not only he teaches at school, but he's actually teaching us out here, you know what I mean?
So you think that you carry that forward? Like your teaching ability is not just in the high school. Like, I mean, guys that are your age, you know, you never stop teaching. You know what's crazy, man? Is even though you're a band, right, you never stop learning.
Oh.
You know, my buddy Joey Jimenez, shout out to Joey Jams. He always tells me, it's like, Mom, you could be good, but you're never there's somebody better than you. You know what I mean? You're always learning. You always are able to learn from somebody else, man.
For sure, man.
How many years you been playing the guitar, bro?
Yesterday? When you started?
2 days ago?
I started, I actually picked it up when I was like 7, 8.
Wow.
And I didn't get into it until I was like around 12. Actually, my grandma had bought me a guitar at a garage sale. Had like 3 strings on it and took it home. And it's just like I already knew what to play. My mom was like, where'd you learn that? I don't know. But when I was 12, I got more serious. Around 12 years old, I got more serious. But I was into metal. So I learned.
I couldn't tell, bro. I could not tell when you walked in here that you were a heavy metal guy. Anybody that plays the drums in Tejano or plays guitar, not a bajo, but a guitar, right? They love heavy metal, bro.
I hated Tejano, man. I
Neta?
hated it with passion. But what happened is a friend of mine in school was dating a girl, and her brother had a band called Centella, which is from Pearsall also. Yeah. And well, he told me, hey, my girlfriend's band, they need a bass player. Then I said, okay. I thought he was talking about a rock band or a metal band. I said, yeah, man. took me, and I went into the house and I saw these posters of the guys. I was like, what the hell is this? You know, I didn't tell him, but I was looking at it. I was like, man, these guys look like homos. And that's what I was thinking like this because I wasn't into it. I went. I went to the practice and they started playing and I was like, man, I don't like this, you know. But I sat down with at the time was Moses Garza, the bass player. He started showing me, and something happened. I was like, this is fun, you know. I liked it. I was like, wait, this I've never given it a chance. So but it was bass. You know, I wanted to play guitar, so. I went through the night and I learned, you know, the songs and okay, well, we'll see you next time. And I got home and the manager called me back and he's like, hey, well, the bass player decided he's not gonna quit. He's gonna stay. So we're not gonna need the bass player. So I was like, I like y'all crap anyway. So, but he goes, but you play guitar, and I was like, yeah. He goes, we need a second guitar player that plays rock because we want to put rock into solos and stuff into the music. So we want to have 2 guitar players, and I was like, yeah, man, you know. So I started.
You get paid to sing, or no?
Oh yeah, yeah, $5 a day. But actually, that was back in '93, and. Played with them for a few years, then our keyboard left, and then that's where I met Raul, because Raul started playing keyboards for Centella, and that's you were how old were you?
I was 18.
18.
Son los más viejos del grupo.
Hey, no, and I mean, you guys don't have to answer, but I do ask most of the people, how old are you guys? Because I like to you know, range the where you guys, what music you guys grew up with, or.
Yo tengo 44. I was born in 78.
Okay.
I'm in my 40s too.
In your 40s?
Dale lo demás.
I'm in my 40s already.
I just turned 40.
I'm sorry?
You just turned 40?
No, I've been in my late 40s.
Órale.
Tiene 47.
47.
What a graduate in 1993. What a senior in 1993.
You were a senior in 93?
I'm asking you. You were senior in 93.
No, I was senior in 92.
Está bien viejo.
Estoy yendo.
I'm up there, man.
I'm a homie back here.
93.
I'm not forgetting about you, but you're right behind me, so it's hard for me to go ahead, right? Hey, so how long you been playing the bass, bro?
I've been playing the bass for about 20 years. I started...
Tell them the truth.
I started back in, I guess, the early 2000s.
No.
I believe so.
In 2000, you started playing the bass?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, it started,
well, I was, at the time, I was living in Austin, and I lived there, you know, for many, many years. And I had family up there, still there to today, my uncles and my cousins. And right around that time, there was a Spanish rock scene going on there down 6th Street, and Manal was real big, and the clubs were real into the Spanish rock era.
Yeah.
So my uncle, Patrick, he started a Spanish rock band. He needed a bass player. So that's when I picked it up and learned some songs.
So your love is heavy metal too?
Or Spanish rock. I'm not too heavy of a guy.
What happened is he wanted to learn to play bass. I said, I'm going to show you to play bass. He said, I need a bass player. And then when his cousin heard, he didn't even know he could play bass. And he's like, where'd you learn how to do that? He said, well, Dave showed me. And he took him away from me. I still love you, Patrick. I still love you, man.
That's my bad. For a brief stint, I played with David. He had a group there in Austin too, a Tejano group actually.
Yeah.
And I played with David for a little bit. But
I just find it crazy, bro, that a lot of you guys' first love is like rock, metal, right? And it comes. Your first love is not is Tejano.
Tejano right off the bat.
It was bluegrass.
Yeah. Raul, you too?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, Tejano.
Yeah.
Yeah. During.
What about you? What do you listen to right now?
I like corridos and.
Corridos tumbados ahorita, right? That's what you're into.
And norteño, like
Norteño, Cano.
Like Tito, you know who Tito is?
Nah, I never heard of Tito.
I like Intocable, Los Dos Carnales, like bands like that.
Ah, okay. So yeah, a little more regional Mexican music right there. That's cool, man. That's cool. I just find it fascinating that you're young and you're into the music. One thing that I'll tell you is learn the history of everything, right? Yeah. So nobody can tell you learn the history of Tejano music. If you like norteño music, where norteño music comes from, it makes you a master of your craft, I believe. Exactly. You know. So MDOS, man, you guys come together. How long have y'all been together as MDOS?
We came back in 2016. Yeah. That's when we released our first single.
2015.
2016.
2016.
2016, when we came out with our first single, Quiero Probarte. We signed with Disco Solcar, the record label under Carlos Rodriguez, de los Cachorros. He took us in, and I signed.
Carlos Los Cachorros? Yeah. From your neck of the woods, too, right?
He lives right down the street from the bank. Yeah.
Yeah, we've known each other since the Centea days, because we also play with Grupo Centea.
Yeah.
And I was recording the single, and he heard it, and we got together. You know, I signed on with him, and we released it. It was 2016. So being from Pearsall, I hear you guys say all these musicos. You guys grew up next to each other, that's what. So let me explain to the people who are watching from outside this local area here. It's really crazy. If you stay around these guys and you stay around the industry a little bit, it's really funny. Not funny. It's actually fascinating how these guys grow up with one another and they played with each other at one point in time, or they know somebody, or él es hijo de this guy that used to play with this band. Like it's like a family, bro. It's like a town in a sense, right? Yeah. But Dilly Pearsall has put together some badass groups, dude. Yeah.
Well, como para mí, my dad was real best friends como con los Trenos de Texas.
Oh, with Cuyo.
With Cuyo and all that. And I remember watching them play softball. And you know, the Trenos in softball, era puro arranque. Puro vamos a tirar pelota y batazos y todo. You know? But great people. I know some of the guys, you know, some of the originals, you know, passed, you know, pero then pues salió Macizo, salió Trueno, and all these groups. And I would be around them a lot. Carlos de los Cachorros también, you know, all them, and it just happened to be like that. Was just I said one day I want to be a musician, you know, and we were talking about it the other day. I said we met at the football game. It was a football game. I remember when we first started Memoria, and he said, well, you know, I'm gonna start a group up, and so we went. I went, and then boom, we kicked it off. We had 2 singles. We had 2, right?
We had 2 original songs. You know,
we had 2 original songs that we got to record.
That Raul wrote?
I wrote one, and the other one was written by Carlos Rodriguez, de los Cachorros.
Yeah, we got to record that with the late one, un gran amigo de nosotros. He passed, George Hustle, one of the best.
Beautiful person.
Awesome, you know. He's been around the music industry también a lot, you know, and he left us for cancer, you know, and so from there to us it's like meeting different people, you know. They say it's about the connections. No, for us is meeting the people that are in the same process that we are, loving the music. You know, we're not here to say, okay, we're better than them. No, we're here to say this is MDOS, and we want to put our foot in the industry, and it's gonna take us, you know, because we're different. But difference can make a difference in life.
So let's go into a whole new subject, because you said industry, right? I show love to all the DJs. Yeah. And I'll go on the record saying I'm really good friends with a lot of the K Alamo DJs. I'm really good friends with Johnny Ramirez. I'm really good friends with homie Marco. Like, I show love to all the DJs. Everybody, right? And every station we're speaking stations here in San Antonio, right? Yeah. Everyone's different. But, you know, K Alamo, to me, they really have opened the market to new artists and new music that kind of maybe bends the barrier of Tejano music to what you consider traditional Tejano music. And so MDOS, to me, we're gonna hear the other two, the older singles, but the Ratatata, like I said, brings a little spark, a little spunk to Tejano music. Right, like, hey, chale, estos vatos, you know what I mean? This is really cool. I'm gonna tell you the first thing that popped in my head, and I don't know why. But you ever seen the two gorditos from Houston that dance?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why when you said everything's big in Texas, we kind of look at each other like, we know.
We know. Hey. No, but I think those dudes could be in a video with you guys jamming that Ratatata. Like that's what popped in my head. But where I'm going with it is that, you know, K Alamo does a very good job of showing love to maybe untraditional Tejano music. And I think that's fucking awesome. Excuse me for using the F word. I promise I try not to use the F word and it still comes out. Sorry about that. Especially to my viewers on YouTube that hit me up every week. We love your show, but you use the F word too much. Sorry, I'm trying not to use the F word so much. But going back to that, you know, and Ratatata is a song that I think bends the barrier of Tejano music. It's a little bit different. What are you guys' take on that? What do you guys' take on radio stations? Some radio stations saying, "Okay, cool, I'll play it." Some, maybe it's not Tejano, whatever. What is your what's your take on it? Whoever wants to chime in, you know, it could be anybody, it don't matter.
Me, it's it's something that it's gonna take time to get used to. It's like, you know, there's like I said, for example, there's groups that have one style and then all of a sudden salen con something different, you know. And we started different, you know. We based ourselves in nothing but original music. You know, it's something that, you know, we can actually take a song and we put our style to it, record it, you know, but the song's already known. You know, it's powerful. And us is that we're trying to our vision, his vision, which is our vision as well, is doing as much as we can original music. You know, start putting our music out there. You know, that's why like times, you know, we get questions that say, "Hey, when is the next single?" The next single is getting ready. You know, after this one, and you know, but it's the process of working on it because it's original music, and nothing against, you know, covering songs, because eventually that's what we do when we perform. You know, we love it. You know, we love it.
You want to keep people on the dance floor when you're performing.
Yes,
right? And I think a lot of bands have that situation, right, where you're a new band or you're trying to make a name for yourself. You got some really good singles, right? You got some badass singles. You play them, and then you play some other of your originals, and people are like, I don't know that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
So it's kind of hard to find that medium, right? So those of you that knock bands who play a lot of covers and stuff like that, like, hey man, if I paying you guys for my daughter's quinceanera or my daughter's wedding or my wedding, hey man, I want my people to have a good time, bro.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? If you got to play a couple of songs from so and so be it, right? It doesn't take away from you guys' musicianship, or is that even a word? Teacher, is that a word?
It'll pass.
Musicianship, it'll pass. No man, so you know, I try to tell the people who watch the show, like, be open to new music. Like, be open to it. It's okay. It's not, if it's not one of your artists that you always listen to, that's all right. Jam it, man, because you never know, man. You could be at your desk tomorrow saying ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, and you're like, God damn, that song's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Right? Give it a chance. Give it a chance. So a big hug, a big shout out to K Alamo for giving those artists a chance, and to all my other radio stations, I know it's coming. You just give them some time. It's coming. Raul, let me ask you that, man. How hard is it for a band, dude? How hard is it for a band nowadays that is not, you know, a Jay Perez or a David Lee, or, you know, how hard is it for a band to step foot in the onda right now and try to make a name for themselves?
Well, to me, with my experience, it's pretty hard.
Say it like it is, bro.
It's Wacky Wednesdays, bro.
It's Wacky Wednesdays. There you go.
It's pretty hard, you know, like from from day one, when I went to the studio with our producer, Roro Gutierrez out of Corpus, you know, we sat down and I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? You know, what style, what, the arrangements, we planned it out. You know, we put a blueprint together, and you know, the key word for me is different. You know, I want to come out with something different. You know, I want what I want to do. I want
something that stands out.
Something that stands out, exactly. You know, I want to keep the traditional Tejano cumbia, but fuse it, mix it with the R&B, with pop, hip hop, and some reggaeton. You know, and then now with David and the band, put some rock in there. Some distortion, some guitar solos, and so I mean that was the plan from day one. And when we start coming out with this music, with like the first single, the second single, and then now with Ratatata, and when Ratatata was finished, we looked at each other. It was like, man, this is an awesome song, man. It has to hit, man. And then we looked. It has to. It's like we looked at each other. It's like if these stations don't play this song, then what do they want?
We said that. I told her, because I've only been in a band for 3 years, because he needed a guitar player. He called me up. He's like, "Hey man, I need you to start all that rock and solos into the, And I was like, yeah. I mean, I played with a lot of other bands too, and I said, you know what, this is gonna be the last band I'm gonna play with. That's it. I'm gonna dedicate myself.
You didn't know when I'm gone, bro. This is it.
I said I'm gonna make it with this band.
Yeah.
I played with several other bands. The Excelencia, Margarita. Invasion from Carrizo, and I was like, no, let's do this. And you showed me the song, and I was like, we got something here, man. This is gonna make it, man, because I hear. There's another song too. I don't think we can show it, but the other song.
The next two songs that are gonna come out on the EP.
That one is it's gonna be a hit too. So.
And when you guys are on stage, there's a lot of dancing going on, a lot of moving. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The heavy metal guy dances?
No, the crowd.
I'm talking about on stage.
Se mueve primero el gordo que.
I'm too old to move.
Oh no, man.
No creas.
Hey, the guy's giving you a shout out, Isaías Ramirez.
Saludos para Macizo, Isaías.
Macizo.
They're
watching.
Grill,
let me go to the chat. I don't want to ignore these people because they're gonna be like, damn, bump. Right? Hey. The Battle of the DJs of Pearsall, Texas. Shout out to my buddy DJ Aftermath, to Devin. Shout out to DJ Brandon. Always showing bumper love and always promoting the show. Thanks for showing love, Brandon. Let's see who's on here. Let's see. Johnny Ortegon. Glad to hear that Pearsall still putting out great music and musicians. He's a K Alamo DJ.
Johnny right there.
Yeah, he's showing you love because you're paisanos, way. Jorge Mendez, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Lucy Benavides, Lucy and Randy Navarrete. If you haven't checked out Randy Navarrete with Luis AG's new single, make sure you check it out. Video coming soon.
Lucy La Prima.
La Prima, yeah. She told me to say what's up to you. Let's see who else.
Leonard Mendoza.
Leonard Mendoza. ¿Qué hubo? Saludos them those from Lubbock, Texas.
Saludos from Lubbock.
There's one out of Lubbock, Texas.
Lubbock, Texas.
Shout out to Mike G. He was just here. Alex Garza, Flaco Dominguez, Christina Rudy Cantu, Mario Barrios, and everybody watching on YouTube. YouTube, I'm sorry. I know I ignore you guys. It's because I can only see one thing at a time. But I know you guys are watching, and thank you guys for tuning in every single week. And if you're just tuning in late, this is Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, and with me tonight, I have this awesome, amazing, very energetic group called MDOS.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And if you miss what MDOS stands for, you're going to have to rewind.
That's going to be a trivia question for if they're ever going to get more tickets.
Yeah, it's going to be a trivia question. You're right. No, you're definitely right. So, guys, if they wanted to get a hold of you guys for anything, are y'all on Facebook, Messenger? What's the best way?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We have all the information on there. They can contact me. They can go to my personal page, Raul Gutierrez, or they can go to the MDOS official MDOS page, and the numbers are on there for myself. And then we have Jerry Bernal, who's also handles the bookings from here, from San Antonio. His number's also on there as well. And you can message us, call us, email us. Our email is mdosmusica@yahoo.com.
M2, no dash, right? Just
No
M2.
dash, just M and then the number 2, mdosmusica.
Hey, you got to say the number 2, teacher.
The number 2.
Come on, bro.
M2.
I'm over here, MDOS. M, the number 2.
Musica
at
yahoo.com.
yahoo.com.
Yes.
Can I say something, Bumper?
Dale, bro.
There's a Victoria, saludos Victoria and Diego. She says, "Oh my God, the guy Raul looks like my son, Pal Diego from Cali. Wow."
Oh wow.
Hey, your dad ever been to Cali, bro?
And then there's Juan Narvaez.
Narvaez, all the way
Saludos
from
Ruskin, Florida.
Ruskin,
Saludos,
Florida.
Man. And then David, your wife says puro RGB.
He's from the valley.
I want to know
live
they
in Edinburgh now,
That's
so.
what I want to know. They cloned you over there at Cali, bro.
Hey, man, you know, the houses in Cali are freaking expensive, dude. Really expensive. Speaking of houses, man, if you guys are in the market of selling your house or you want to buy a house, hit up my boy, Mr. Ricky Ray, at 956-424-5724. That's 956-424-5724. Ricky Ray. The dude has the coolest vibe of any dude you've ever met in your life. And he's actually a Tejano artist himself. He is a music teacher. He's a realtor. And he's a badass saxophone player. So hit up Ricky Ray, man. He'll take care of you. And then also a new one, a new sponsor I just picked up, Yenny's. If you ever see Bumper out and about and you see me, I'm always wearing a really cool, bright color guavallera. I get them from one spot. And that's my homies at Yenny's. You can reach them at 210-999-5414. They're on a side street right off of Nacogdoches, near Nacogdoches and O'Connor, in that area. And they're a small business, man. If you guys are in the area during Fiesta, you're looking to buy new dresses, guavalleras, whatever, these guys have it all. They have a big selection, and it's just it's a privately owned business, man. And I want to show them as much love as possible. So, Yenny's, thank you for being a sponsor of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, for taking care of all my guavallera needs. You always have the right colors and always have my size. So, thank you very much for that. And back to my boys at M2, fue, mira, está bien dormido el softball coach. No, man. Again, guys, live here from the Wacky Wednesday studio with the Grupo M2, all the way from Pearsall, by way of Cotula and by way of southwest of San Antonio. Southwest San Antonio, what area? Like, what's the streets over there?
14 and Ray Edison.
410 and what?
Ray Edison.
Ray Edison. Is that by
Traders Village?
By Traders Village. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we're talking. So again, I really want to emphasize something with you guys. M2, bringing a different spark, something different to the Onda Tejana. If you haven't heard that song Ratatata, you got to check it out. I started the show off with it. It's very cool. Raul, you and your homie from Corpus wrote that, right?
Yes, Rolo Trevino, Rolo Gutierrez. I'm sorry.
Dang, throwing all kinds of names out there.
Gutierrez. He's our producer. He's the one that actually came up with the phrase with the boom boom bam bam ratatatata damn. So he's the one that came up with that phrase, and I helped out with the other lyrics as well.
That, like, Corpus too, man. They have a lot of badass producers, a lot of bad. So when you say, Raul, do you do a lot of stuff? Like, I always wondered, do you drive to Corpus and sit down and do something, or is it like, hey, you put the phone down, FaceTime?
Man, it was a
mixture of everything.
It's more of the traveling.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday was my teaching thing. Yeah, come Friday, I'm on the road to Corpus.
So you don't coach?
No.
His teaching's enough. God dang it. What do you teach, bro, if you don't mind me asking?
Right now, I'm running a credit recovery program. So it's all the subjects from 9 through all the way through 12.
See, bro.
Tienes esos. That's smart.
So credit recovery, which probably means you got some kids that are the badass kids in them. No, I'm just saying. I was one of those kids. That's why
we all were.
Graduated from alternative school. It's cool. Hombre. The reason I brought up Corpus and traveling and stuff like that, because, you know, being a teacher, bro, and then having to do all that shit, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot on the family, man. Yeah. And the other thing is, I really like to emphasize to the viewers that, you know, 95% of the bands that come through Wacky Wednesday, they have other jobs, bro.
Yeah.
Like, music is not the only way they make money, and, you know, that's why it's really important that when they do have a show, that you go out there and you show some support, whatever the cover might be, because this is it's not their hobby, but it's another way that they make a living. You know what I'm saying? Right now, is there any way, do y'all have T-shirts or any of that stuff already? Where can they buy? Can they buy that now?
Yeah, we got merch. We got T-shirts. We got koozies, posters, and we have a actual CD también of our first 2 singles. We don't have the third single, Ratatata, on a hard copy.
Right.
But the first 2 singles, we have them on a hard copy soon.
Dude, you know what I saw for the first time of the day? And they're old, but it's the first time I saw somebody selling them. Were thumb drives.
Yeah.
Thumb drives, yeah.
Thumb drives. I've seen that.
They're like, yeah, you just put this in your car and you have all the albums on one thumb drive. You could buy it. And some even go where like they're decorated with their name on the thumb drive. Like, I'm like, I guess that's something new, something cool, man.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
Something different, man. How are you guys with social media, MDOS? Does he take care of your social media? You or?
I take care of all the social media.
Bro, you're a high school teacher, bro. Come on. You do the social media stuff?
Hace todo. Sometimes Connor will get phone calls, I'll get phone calls, and he has his ideas. And by the time you know it, it's on. You know what I mean?
I have a lot on my plate, man. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
He has a lot on his plate, and then when he's frustrated, he goes to Garcia's Bar and Grill and puts more on his plate. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, you ever been to Garcia's Bar and Grill in Pearsall? One of the best steaks you'll have in the state of Texas, guaranteed. I just told these guys I drive the 67 miles or whatever it is from my house to there to get a steak every now and then because it's that good. So, yeah, shout out to Garcia's Bar and Grill there in Pearsall. I wanna play the other single, man. Let me spin it up for you guys. Right now, if you guys want to give any shout outs, whatever, anybody on there, as I spin this up for them.
I'm seeing right now Emilio Hernandez. Shout out to Emilio in the Land Breed. Christina Rudy Cantu. Raul was a hell of a teacher on his program. Helped my son and daughter. Thank you.
Oh, Christina Rudy, thank you. Thank you
so much. Hell yeah.
Juan Narvaez says, how about some merchandise? También shout out to my nephew Jerry. Happy birthday. Guys?
I'm going to give a shout out to my dad, Tony Gonzalez, Sr.
Raul?
Shout out to everybody who's been helping us throughout the years. Starting with Disco Solcar, with Carlos Rodriguez from the Cachorros, man. Thank you for everything that they've done for us, for the group. To Roland, our producer, Roro Gutierrez out of Corpus, and to all the crew there from Corpus, Machi and Moni and Ryan, to the Conquista crew, the Mexicano crew, to Jerry Bernal from the Animal City Promotions. For all the bookings, our booking agent, and of course Rap Promotions, Rosie Promotions for everything that she's done for us, for Ratatata, for our single. So
for what, Raul? What song?
Rap Promotions.
I wanted to hear you say Ratatata. Hey, so this next single I'm going to play for you guys, man, right here on Wacky Wednesday is Quiero Probarte. Is that one of the singles? You want to say a little bit about it before I play?
That's the first single that we released in 2016. That's the first single that we released, came out under my name and Carlos Rodriguez.
Estoy acostumbrado por tu manera de ser el amor, porque te marchaste sin decirme adiós. Se me cierra
Yo, so that was a song, one of their very first singles, Quiero Probarte, by Grupo MDOS. And if you guys were seeing us in the background, you saw my head go back. Just be glad that our mics were muted. Nah, I'm gonna throw him under the bus. This Wacky Wednesday. That's how we do it.
I want them to know.
So he's sitting here telling me, he's like, "Hey, bro, I saw Ray was on the show, whatever." He goes, he reminded me of back in the day, Los Angeles. And I said, he is. That's where he comes from. So he didn't know. He said, I learned something new every day. So shout out to our boy Ray and Erica. If they're out there watching the show, thanks for tuning in.
Darren Cumpian Jr. Saludos, carnal.
So you learn something new every day, right?
And I would see the movie Selena constantly. And I would see that part, but I never thought that was them. I'm sorry, but I learned something new.
What else did he say that you made me throw my head back? You said something else was funny as hell.
About that Ray?
Yeah, it was something else though.
About Ray?
No, you said something else too. That was funny. Never mind.
Oh, they called it the Backstreet.
Oh yeah, so if you guys just joined us, not only do we have MDOS in the building, we have the Backstreet Boys of Tejano music. Lo que dijo el vato. He said, it's cool. I'll play Nick Carter. I'm good with that.
Who's Kevin?
Oh, man.
Saludos para Julissa Vasquez Cisneros.
Yeah, somebody named Janie Mimi Elizondo. Hey, where's the shout out to your wives and girlfriends?
Hey, you know what? Now that you say that, put us under the bus a little bit now. But coming back to that, that's the sacrifices that he talks about a lot whenever we would go to Corpus to record. You know, it kind of like hurts us, también in veces, because we don't spend as much time with our wives or families. You know, I'm a grandpa of 6.
A la madre.
I'm a grandpa of 5 girls and one boy. And that's what we call it. This is part of the music. It's part, como dice in Spanish, parte de la sopa. You know what I mean? So shout out to them to my wife Dora.
All the wives.
My wife Dora and every, guys, you know, they put up with our, hey, we're gonna go perform in Lockhart. Sometimes my wife can't make it, but we're out there. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to all the wives de los otros, you know. That
I want to say shout out to Cindy, my wife, who's been supporting me through this.
Mind you, he drives from Edinburgh 5 hours.
3 hours.
4 hours. 4 hours from Edinburgh to Pearsall just to rehearse.
So right now you live in Edinburgh?
Yeah, I live in Edinburgh right now.
And you drove up here for the interview?
Well, we're for practice this weekend, so I was already going to be here for a few days, so I decided to come up here since they were going to be here. But
I appreciate that, dog. That's badass, man.
No, but my wife has supported me, Cindy Colchado. I mean, if it wasn't for her, you know, I mean, it's hard. It is hard.
So do you own a Puro 956 shirt?
RGV shirt.
I know I'm gonna start something I'm supposed to, but nah, puro Trump, el vato, puro Trump shirt.
Ese vato?
Puro Trump shirt. No menciones ni el otro porque
I don't talk politics on the show like other shows, because then people be like, "Oh no,
I don't want to bring it up.
Don't get bumper started," because you know you just don't get them started, man.
We just at our rehearsal we just talk a lot of crap about it. You know?
But there are a lot of people that I would like to do shout outs to, but there's just so many out there.
Yeah. Dale.
Well, you know what? I'll say right now, I got to get him out. Joel Martinez, he's a percussionist. Guys, he says Puro MDOS, shout out from Dili, Texas. Shout out to Dili, Texas. And we know you're percussion for MDOS, Joel. We love you. Jarrett Valdez, saludos, the drummer. Fermin Fuentes, the Widow player.
Who
else?
Wait a minute, y'all have a Widow player?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all he does is play Widow.
That's all he does.
Hey, bands.
Actually,
hey, all my homies, if y'all need a Widow player, hit me up, bro. I got you. I won't charge you the full amount. You spend what you want.
Okay. He actually plays the cowboy también. No, but Fermin, actually, he's Guido player, but he learns so quick, man, how to like set up and connect and do the sounds and.
So he's part-time Rodita.
He's part-time Rodita, man. So.
But usually the Guido player is usually the animador, no?
That was me at the beginning.
So you don't do that no. You don't.
It's a Furman. No, it's Furman.
Yeah, that's one word, dude. No matter how many times I practice it, I can't say it in Spanish.
Animador.
I can't say it. I don't know what it is. Animador. I can't. I jack it up. I don't know. I can't say it.
Actually, what you're doing.
I always just say the animator.
Actually, what you do for your show, like, I mean, I Wacky Wednesdays. Sometimes you do Fridays, no?
Yeah, I do Frito Pie Fridays.
Fridays, and the way you hold yourself out, you know, this is one show that I like seeing every Friday. Actually, when you play the jams, the music, I have you on the speaker outside, and I'm I'm sitting outside. Believe it or not, and Tony will tell you, we'll sit outside and I have my Michelob Ultras open, and I hear you through a big speaker. And then you're playing music, right? So I mean, we're like, damn.
And we play anything new, man. We play it. We like to talk about it. And speaking of Frito Pie Friday, I'm glad you brought that up, homie. This Friday we are gonna have another Frito Pie Friday. It's gonna be another special edition of Frito Pie Friday. As my co-host for Frito Pie Friday this week is none other than the legend himself, the drummer, the man, the myth. Mr. Joey Jimenez, JMZ, will be here in the studio, and we're going to come up with something a little bit different. I'm going to throw it out there already so you guys can be ready for it. We're going to have, because one of Joey's favorite words is chops. Like hey, that fucking song is chops. Like, you know what I mean? So we're going to have chops card. We're going to have potential cards. And we're going to have ready for radio cards. Right, so if you got new music, make sure you send it to Gunny. No, not Gunny Gomez. No, not that one. Bumper Gomez Productions at gmail.com. That's productions with an S. Bumper Gomez Productions at gmail.com. If you have music that you've been sitting on, whatever. If you have music that's not even mastered yet, but you just want to get it out there, because believe it or not, as he just said, the most people who watch Frito Pie Friday are mainly artists. The artists are the ones in the chat rooms talking about the music and stuff like that. So if you're not scared to put your stuff out there, send it to me. We'll play it and we'll talk about it. So get ready for that. So if you get a Chops card, don't call me and be like, Bump, you really call me Hey, not me. It's Joey's idea. I'm going to blame everything on Joey. So this Friday, Frito Pie Friday, it's going to start at 9 o'clock, a little bit later than usual, but we're going to sit back, kick back, and have a good time and play some good music and talk about, and get to talk with Joey a little bit and what he has going on. So I'm glad you brought that up, man. Frito Pie Friday. Again, if you just joined us, MDOS in the house, all the way from Pearsall via now the Valley, Edinburgh, Cotula, Chingata, you're from everywhere. Southwest San Antonio.
Saludos para Randy Navarrete. What's up, Bumper M2? Saludos para Randy.
I want to shout out to the Que Alamo Weekend Warriors, Jojo Herrera, Reggie Pena, and Johnny O. Those guys, man, they're awesome guys.
You know, also we can't forget Tejano Gold.
Tejano Gold Countdown.
Rudy Trevino.
Saludos para ellos, you know.
He's a Bavilian. People don't know that. I know he's in Corpus and KIII TV and all that, but he's originally from a hometown of Beeville, Texas.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Rudy Trevino. Shout out to him. You know, guys, do you bring out good shit, bro? You need to come every week. You get my head spinning. I once wanted to do a countdown.
I honestly thought you were.
Dude, I really wanted to do a countdown, but I had some very good friends talk me out of it. And they were all artists. Like, Bump, don't do it. I said, dude, but I want to play. I want people to know what I like. And they're like, don't do it, because you're gonna have people that you're gonna be like, really, dog? You didn't put. And I'm not gonna have no guests on the show anymore, bro. Right? So I dropped that. We just do.
But I figured you can do a countdown for music, but let the people decide.
Right.
You know, because it's like. You love everybody. You love everybody's music. That's what you do here. You know, sometimes get a voting poll. You know, put the people out there.
I have the way of doing of only. Remember back in the day, Case used to do Chale, Dale or Chale, Dale or Chale. But dude, you know what? Even though I'm a Marine and I'm a hard ass sometimes when it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, some people put a lot of work into that shit. And for you just to say Charlie, like, god dang, everything. I spent $2,000 to get that shit done. And you're gonna call it
well, not only that, it's just for a musician, it'll actually kick your butt. You know, be like, oh, la cagaña, you know, Charlie, you know, but everybody gets criticized. It doesn't matter who you are. You know, everybody gets criticized, and that's what makes the musician stronger.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what makes, you know, one day you can say, no, these guys, nah, man, Charlie. But then all of a sudden, these certain groups get to where they want to be, and then they're invited to be, okay, hey, this is where we want you. You know?
Yeah.
And that's just the way everything works in the music industry. You know what I mean? And like, you know, shout out to also Mas Chingon Radio and all them. You know, they have their countdown and stuff like that. You know, and like we were fighting for that number 1 spot in the Tejano Go with Rudy Trevino. We're like, but we are so happy that we got to number 4. You know what I mean?
Well, we got as high as number 2.
We had number two on the, you know, and that for us, is whether you criticize us or not, you know, to us, that was just an accomplishment that we did. You know, and we see all these artists, and we're learning. You know, we want to be on the status to, like, it's like, honestly, we're getting older. We're not getting younger. You know, we're passing it on to them and stuff, and you know, we want to get to the point to say, hey, we made it. You know, I want to, like I always say, who gets mad about sometimes if I want to die, I want to die happy. I want to say, hey, we made it. The sacrifices, everything, the blood, the sweat, the traveling, the recording, the performing. There's a meme that I posted that says, 5 people were standing in front of a performance. Says, if you haven't played 100 times for these people, you're not ready for the.
Say that one more time for the people all the way in the back, bro.
So 5 people go to your show, you perform for it. If you haven't performed at least 100 times for that kind of crowd, you're not ready for the 1,000. You know, that's exactly how we can have 2-3 people and we still play on the crowd. You know, I mean, that's the story.
You know, I'll be real with you guys, man. There's A artists that come in here. You know, I always do that. A artist, B artist, C artist. It doesn't matter. You're an artist, right? And I say this every week. The minute y'all walk up those stairs to that stage, esos vatos tienen feria. Any group. You can be any group. You walk on the stage, those guys are rich, bro. All they do is play music, and they only work on the weekends. They got a shitload of money. But you guys grind. And if there's anything that I tell new bands all the time is keep grinding, because you're absolutely right, dude. If you go out there and you play for just a little bit of fans, give it your all.
Bumper, somebody says the music's covering up the talking.
The what?
Says their music's covering up the talking. I don't know if it's us, we're not being heard.
Their music is covering up the talking.
Okay, probably towards like people.
When they were seeing us.
I was like, okay.
They were probably watching the video when we were muted, and they were playing the music.
Oh, okay.
It was meant to do that.
You know Bebe, right?
Who's that?
Or Bebe.
Oh, because Bebe.
Johnny, I see your pancita. Hey, everything's big in Texas, Bebe.
No, for sure it is. Not anymore, but some chick was talking. What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
There you go. It got cleared.
Maybe she got on here. Hold on. We sent a link to, we're going to go live from Mustang Sally's with my co-host from Mustang Sally's, La Chismosa 210, but she hasn't called back. So, you know, she needs to get on. Chismosa, if you're watching, you need to call in. We're ready for you to go live from Mustang Sally's. And speaking of Mustang Sally's, the newest place to be on Wednesday nights, right? Tejano Wednesdays at the new Mustang Sally's, 3428 Roosevelt, San Antonio, Texas, 78214. I don't care what you heard back in the day. Clear that shit out. show up 3428 Roosevelt, San Antonio, Texas, 78214. The new Mustang Sally's. It's all vamped. It's all gutted out on the inside, revamped. It's all brand new. Air conditioners blowing cold, and they're going to have great Tejano music. So that's the place to be tonight. Mustang Sally's. You can meet me, La Chismosa 210. We'll be there right after the show. Chismosa she'll be tuning in here in a few minutes. We'll go to her live from Mustang Sally's once she calls in. But with me in the studio, man, MDOS. And these dudes are the real deal. These dudes are the real deal. Their music is freaking spectacular. And I can't wait for you guys to see them on the road. Speaking on the road, like, are you guys have anything coming up here really soon?
We have the casino, Kickapoo Casino, coming up on the 25th.
All them people, all my friends in Eagle Pass to Kickapoo on a Thursday night.
Yes, August 25th. We'll be there. We'll be in September. We're going to be in Lockhart for the festival. September the 17th, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And then we have another one in Hondo también at the Cheers and Beers. We'll be in Hondo on one of the weekends of September. And then on October, we'll be at the festival, the Hispanic Heritage in Pearsall. We'll be there with Bobby Pulido.
La Fiebre.
And La Fiebre.
Actually, on the 16th, we're now working on backing up Margarita because she's gonna do a comeback. So we'll be.
Did you say Margarita?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's I guess you.
Hold on.
Hold
on. Oh, this could be a Wacky Wednesday exclusive right here.
There you go.
I think he slipped because I think David slipped because I saw Raul hitting him in the ribs when he opened up his when he said the word Margarita. Raul knocked the shit out of him in the ribs. It slipped out, but here it is, man. So, believe it or not, one of my favorite artists from back in the day was Margarita.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Bro, Margarita, my wife's from Florida, and when I moved out there, she was playing Margarita, and I was like, oh, it's kind of catchy. And I remember one of the albums is she's wearing like she has flowers and it's like red. She's wearing like a blue and white kind of deal. Yeah. And then the other album cover is I don't like it. And she always had dancers.
I think the green board is kind of funny too.
Hey, she always had dancers with her. Yeah. She had dancers with her all the time.
Well, I used to play guitar for her because she was from Westlake at the time.
Yeah.
And my wife used to work for her, so that's how I met my wife through Margarita.
Hey, Raul, you want me to stop talking about it?
No, that's cool.
No, go ahead. I mean, everybody's writing spoiler alert.
Raul singing Jeopardy music in the background, like son of a.
It's a big, something that we're in the talks right now.
Right.
So
shout out to
do a comeback. Yeah. So we're gonna back her up.
We're gonna back her up. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Shout out to Tori Tamayo. Margarita is coming back. Yeah. Thanks to David.
Well, somebody said she performed in Vegas.
Yes. Yeah.
Did y'all go to Vegas?
Nah.
You're like, nah, I didn't go to Vegas.
No, we were invited.
We were supposed to be there 2 years ago when COVID hit and it got canceled.
Yeah.
So Mr. Chavez, you need them those back. Hook them up. They're ready to go back to Vegas.
Yeah, we're ready. We've been.
So guys, let me ask you guys, man. What do you guys think the Onda Tejana right now, where we're at as a whole, what's your guys' take on it right now? Where we stand?
Honestly, man, it's growing. A lot of people say it's dying and whatever, but the music nunca se va a acabar. La música's never gonna finish. It doesn't matter Tejano, whatever, but there's a lot of great talent out there.
Yes.
A lot of great talent, músicos, talentosos, they're coming up, and they just got to have that big break and get to be heard. That's it. That's all it takes. Open the doors, for the new talent, because believe me, I've heard groups that still haven't heard, and these guys, these people, Tejano, keyboard, norteño, cumbias, you name it. You know, it's growing. It's growing. It just doesn't have the opportunity yet to grow bigger, but it's growing bigger.
I've seen a lot of for me, I thought it was like I said, fanfare. I thought it was a conjunto fest because there really isn't too many bands that's doing what we're doing, and we would like to see more bands like that too. I mean, I'm not saying that conjunto is not bad because there's a lot of conjunto bands that
yeah, you're right.
There's a lot that they are, but somehow it shifted to conjunto like that style. Something happened.
I think conjunto to me is one of those styles of music that's you have somebody like Boni Mauricio, right? Yeah. That's like, to me, that's like Eazy-E and rap music. Like that's gangster. That's gangster music, right? And then you have like Los Chamacos, still conjunto. But it's not that gangster rap conjunto, right? It's kind of like a different. So conjunto, and even in conjunto, it still has its own style of music, and that's what's really unique about Tejano conjunto music. Shelly Lawless is on here, and I always like to say what she says because it stays in the back of my head all the time. That many musicians that play Tejano and conjunto music, they could play any kind of music. Yeah. They could play rock, they could play R&B, they could play, but you can't take one of their musicians, stick them into Tejano Conjunto, and they're lost.
That's true.
They can't play it. So going one way or the other, it's hard being a Tejano. We're a unique, not we, because I don't play no instruments, but you guys, you know what I'm saying, artists, it's awesome. It's really amazing. The music that you can play, and going back to the conjunto, there's just so many different styles, bro. Just like Tejano, there's so many different styles. There's the old school Chicano sound with all the brass, right? Mm-hmm. Then it went to the synthesizers, then it went to the keyboards, and then now Tejano music took on the a lot of Tejano groups have the bajo and the accordion, right? You know what I'm saying? They found a way to make it work. But at the end of the day, it's all our music, man. Yeah. It's who we are. Go to love it. I mean, look at Dave. He hated us. He hated us with a passion. Now
he hated us with a passion, and now he's spoiling our great news.
He hated us with a passion.
But you know what, Bumper? I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna say it for everybody to know. Dale. And this is my feelings here. In the conjunto music, like I had the honor to meet, not meet the guys, but I've heard their music. And these guys, these guys are awesome. They bring almost a different vibe, the conjunto cats, And when I heard their music, it's like I say, there's a lot of groups that, the homeboys. I am so much, and I know they get credit, okay, this and this about the hometown boys and all that, but the homeboys are the homeboys, the hometown boys are the hometown boys. The homeboys are, these groups, that's what I'm saying. Like,
hey, the homeboys right now are rocking, homie.
Yeah.
The homeboys are rocking. The Conjunto Cats are rocking. I've had both of those groups here. They're both very good friends of Wacky Wednesday. And you're right, dude. There's a lot of new people out there. And we, as the fans, because I'm a fan, we have to give them a chance.
Exactly.
Right? We have to give them a chance.
And for the record, people, Bumper is an artist. His voice speaks for us. And that's something real deep for me also to say, Bumper or Gomez, not just because we're here, but you said you weren't an artist. You are an artist. With the art that you do is you open doors for musicians. You're helping musicians be out there. You go and serve your time for the Tejano music, and you do what you gotta do to support the Tejano music. So you are an artist.
I appreciate that, man. I don't really. I've never really seen it like that, but I guess you could look at it like that. But again, I'm really out there because I'm a fan, dude. And again, the very bottom line is because I don't ever want our cultura to go away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
like I'm really big on that. Like,
don't
just
hate it no more, Dave.
yeah, Dave.
was
So
back in 93.
you know, to see homie back here with the accordion and being so young, 15. He's like, but I'm almost 16, right? It's awesome, dude. Yeah. The people watching that should, turn a light bulb in your head and be like, hey, man, I have to. Hey, if you don't have kids, if you got nieces, nephews, whatever, you got a younger generation. When you drive somewhere, put on the music, man. Talk to them about it. Don't just put it on and the rest of they're like this, or they got their headphones. Hey, you know what? Take those damn headphones off. Listen to this song right here. Listen to Las Nubes, Chicano National Anthem. Listen to Little Joe. Listen to, you know what I mean? Just talk about it, because sometimes when you do that, they really grab it. Raul, what else, dude? What else you got? What else you got up your sleeve, man? For MDOS, what can we look forward to here really soon, man?
Well, we want to finish the EP by the end of this year. By the end of the year, we got 2 more songs on the EP, 2 cumbias, and that's my priority. That's my goal to finish off the EP.
So what does EP stand for?
So I guess it's like it's just basically like a shortened album.
He said a short album.
A short album.
That's more like you put 6 songs and then you do like 5 or 6 songs.
Yeah, we're gonna do 5.
then-
We're gonna do 5 songs. The first 3 singles that we release will be on the EP, and then the 2 new ones. So it'll consist of 5 songs.
Hey, does Ratatata have a video already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So if you guys haven't checked it out, and they do have a YouTube channel. MDOS does have a YouTube channel. They're on Facebook. You guys are on Instagram.
We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter.
I let you got TikTok. Dave does the dances.
No, he does the spoiling.
Hey, so dude, it's funny you say that. I like to ask the artists to come here with social media, because some artists are stuck in the old school ways, and but social media is where it's at right now.
Oh yeah.
And TikTok is where it's at.
Yeah,
right now.
definitely. Yeah.
Tony, you probably know more about TikTok.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know TikTok.
I should put him in
I'm
charge
stuck
of
on
TikTok
Facebook.
over here.
I'm stuck on Facebook.
So Tony, you like TikTok?
Nah, I got me and my dad, we got like a YouTube account and a Facebook account.
So you do a lot of recordings and stuff there, like
yeah,
just
me and him, we'll be doing like cover videos.
They do live videos.
Yes. And
So you sing too?
Nah, my dad, he don't sing, but he tries to sing for us, like to make videos.
But how about you? You don't sing?
Nah, but later on I will.
So I'm talking about.
You know what? I
Show
retire.
him sick today. Show him sick today.
I retire.
I think somebody's job is in jeopardy over here.
David.
But did you realize when he said that when he started, he was doing a bajo, and then COVID came and
He switched to the accordion.
Okay, how long ago was that?
It's 2 years, man.
Okay, that's the first time you picked up accordion. I just wanted to see what a prodigy he is in my eyes, to see how I've never seen anybody.
When I first talked to him, and I asked him the same question, that he had picked up the bajo first. He said it was too easy. He wanted a challenge. So
That the bajo was too easy?
Yes,
Let me call Juan P. Moreno real quick. Let's see.
So that's why you picked up the accordion.
But yeah, I get it real easy, the accordion, because it runs in the blood. My uncle, he played for like Gene LeGrand, Tiger Diaz. He played for a lot of bands. He had his own bands too.
Y el vato es bien confident de a madre.
Y no se lo quitas. That's one thing about it. There's a difference between cocky and confident.
That's confidence, right?
That's
there.
confidence, right? That's
Yeah.
confident. He's never doubted. He's never put any other. He sets his mind, his heart, and that's what he's doing.
You know, what grade are you gonna be in this year?
10th. I'm supposed to be going to 10th.
And he's a hell of a quarterback.
Yes,
Let me tell you.
he's a good athlete too.
For what high school?
I played in Pearsall when I went I think it was like 7th, 8th grade, and then I came to San Antonio and I played here. But when we played in Pearsall, we won the district championship, and then the second year I came over here, we won it over here.
See that? Dude, not only is he a accordion player, he's a damn quarterback. What the?
I played running back over here, but over there in Pearsall, I played quarterback.
So we all know when you go to an MDOS show and they come out with the T-shirts, we know who's going to throw the T-shirts out. Not the softball guy. The guy with the arm over here. Hey, so let me ask you, man. Do you carry that accordion around with you? A lot of places, like if you're just going to go to your tia's house or whatever, like, hey, man, let me take my accordion because you just never know.
Yeah, well, my dad I'll be with my dad a lot, so we'll be going to a lot of places at his friend's house or stuff like that, and I'll take my accordion. They want to hear me, so we'll bring the accordion. My dad sings, and they'll like it. They'll tell me that I have something, or
Cruises around playing the accordion.
I get a text message on Messenger or regular. What are you doing, brother? You know, and I'm like, oh, we want to chill, whatever. He gets off the vehicle and he has both cases with the accordion, and we'll sit outside. And
Put a Richie Van in your madre with the guitar.
Just flying accordion.
Man, well, guys, you know, first I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me, and I really want to thank you for those kind words, man. That I really absorb all that in, and again, at the end of the day, this is just my little corner as a fan, and I do my best, and I'll die trying to get everybody to the stage that they need to be on. And you know, if one person tonight found out who MDOS is and is on YouTube right now, checking them out, downloading the music, then it makes all this for me worth it.
Yeah.
Well, if one person, right? You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to seeing you guys. Now that I know you guys a little bit more, you know, I'm gonna be up there, be like, hey, come on, I want to see Nick from
Nick Carter.
Nick Carter. I want to see him dance moves, baby.
Yeah. I want to say something before I know Bumper, for the people that are watching, about the Tejano music, the Tejano music. People, every song, artist, no matter what genre of music, anybody that's going through tough times, losing people, relationships, you name it, every song has a meaning. There's an artist out there that can break your heart. There's an artist out there that can fix your heart. But at the same time, that's where the music comes from the heart. You know, everybody goes through something. They write it down on a piece of paper. Guess what? Here comes a hit. So just remember, when you hear music, it's coming from the heart. It's coming from the heart, from us to the people that are going through situations, you know? And that's how I feel about the music, where it comes from every artist, especially us. Like Ratatata it's a cheating song. You know, she got caught. You know, but in the formal way of swag, cumbia, urban. You know what I mean? So,
hey, one more time, how does it go?
Ratatata.
I go to swag, cumbia, urban. What's up?
So, like me, I go to HEB. Hey, Mr. Ratatata. I'm like, God. Anywhere I go,
we get that a lot, man.
We get that a lot, but we did our job. It's like you said, if you invite 10 people and one goes, you did your job. If we put our song out there and we have 1,000 views or 5 views, we did our job.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So
Tejano music, bro, and that's why I like to ask you guys about, you know, it's growing, where it's at. Tejano music is not going anywhere. And the prime example, I would like to say Tejano music's not going nowhere. It's going to be 150,000 people in one general vicinity, one general place of a fairgrounds in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I didn't say San Antonio, Texas. I didn't say the Valley. I didn't say Houston. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Right? August 26th through August 28th, there's going to be regional Mexican groups and all these Tejano groups right there. And yours truly will be out there as well. And I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to get out of Milwaukee. And who knows, maybe MDOS in the next year or two will be invited out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and get to rock to 150,000 people, man.
That'd be awesome.
And dude, let me tell you, man, it is really, really easy. Not easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy. But there's bands on that lineup that you guys see right there that I can promise you 10 months ago, no way in hell would have thought they'd be making their way to to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So to all the bands that are out there, you gotta grind. You gotta grind. You gotta grind. Whether it's weddings, maybe the money is not where you want it to be. It will get there. Just grind. Let people know who you are. The more you're out there working and grinding, the more people get to know you. You know, these guys are grinding. You mentioned the Conjunto Cats. Dude, those dudes are playing anywhere and everywhere. And people know them now. I know the Conjunto Cats. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you're an artist and you're watching this, man, if you didn't get that $5,000 gig, it's okay, man. I got you one for $200. No. You know, take what you can get and grind, dude. You know, and the more you do it, I think the more people will get to know who you are, and it'll spread, man. It'll definitely spread. So let's see. Raul's a badass keyboard player. We wrote a song at Herm's one day, a demo keyboard right there on the spot. Anthony Maldonado.
I remember that day.
At a music store, dog?
Guitar, I believe the guitar, Hermes
Music. Yeah.
Well, back then in the day, yeah.
So
he was our singer.
He used to be our vocalist back then, yeah.
He was from M1.
M1.
Watch out. Hey, man, just because they're asking, man, can you play, you know, anything?
Wait, before that, I don't bajo, David?
Not a bajo, it's just a guitar, a regular guitar.
Play a polka from, it's called El Circo.
It's called what?
El Circo.
El Circo. I think this is a popular polka, right? Son of a gun right there, boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, man, in the studio, MDOS, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming out and hanging out with the guy that you barely knew. But, hey, now we know who MDOS is, right? Oh, yeah. And again, man, I want to thank you for those beautiful, kind words. Yeah. If you guys see MDOS anywhere, make sure you go out there, support them, and let them know that you saw them on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. All right? Make sure that you let them know you saw them on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. And speaking of Wacky Wednesday, next week in the studio, I'm going to have a one-on-one with a guy who is played in one of the most legendary bands in Tejano history, Los Dinos, right? So Mr. Joe Ojeda will be here. Keyboard, right? Keyboard player, right? Keyboard player. The dude is a mastermind on the keyboards. And he'll be here to hang out with Bumper here at Bumper's Wacky Wednesday in the studio. You get a little one-on-one. And if you're a big Selena fan, then you might want to tune in. The month of August is really, really busy. Don't forget this Saturday at 11 o'clock, right? At 11 o'clock, you're going to want to be there, right? You're going to want to be there at the, what does it say? Joe Henry, or did I say it wrong? Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. Ching, I'm all fucked up.
Yo quiero saber quién es Joe Henry.
There you go. No, man, so, from 11 to 7, Bumper will be at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, the Impala Super Show inside in the air condition. Make sure you come out. Kids 10 and under will be free. And again, the doors open at 11. It's from 11 to 7. They're going to have Tejano music up the yin yang. They're going to close out the night with DJ Kane. Don't forget Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics take the stage at 1 o'clock for the first set. And we're going to have music, from the time the doors open to the doors close. Great Tejano music. So make sure you guys come by and show some love. And then Saturday night, if you haven't had enough Bumper all day and you want to see him at nighttime, I'm going to be live from Pick's Bar here in San Antonio. I'll be hosting the Chris Perez birthday party. Grupo Metal will be playing live from Pick's Bar. If you've never seen Grupo Metal, Carlito, Chris, Joey, Rudy. I don't think Rudy's going to be there. They got a different bass player this week, but, still Carlito, Joey, and Chris. You were speaking of Spanish rock earlier, right? Or you were.
Bass player.
Right? Grupo Metal, man, they put on a badass show. But here's the catch. You need to go to pixbarsa.com and get your tickets now because it's not a very huge venue and it does sell out. So if you want to be in the Chris Perez birthday celebration Saturday at Pick's Bar here in San Antonio, make sure you go to pixbarsa.com and get your tickets. They're under reservations. That's where I'll be Saturday, man. The Super Show, then hanging out with Grupo Mental and Chris Perez for his birthday. MDOS, thank you guys, man.
Thank
From
you.
the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
I was a fan already before, but now I'm even more a fan. Like I said, when I see y'all live, y'all better be ready to. You better be ready to laugh when I walk up to that stage. And man, you know what? If you guys brought a lot of people, look. Fine. Joey comes on already at the end, bump, because he knows giving you a shout out. No, not the case. But if you see MDOS live, man, show them love. Let them know that you saw them on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I can't wait to see you guys live, dude. I can't wait to see where, like, hey, MDOS is playing. Oh shit, they're over here. Oh shit, they're over here too. That's at the end of the day, that's what I want to see, bro. So all you guys. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And to you, young man, keep playing the accordion because you carry our cultura on your back. These guys were there. We're here. We're kind of like hanging out. You got plenty of years in front of you, man. Raul, before we get off face to face, man, la mera neta, bro, I want to thank you for being a teacher of our youth, man. That's, like I said earlier, that's a job not a lot of people can do, man.
Thank
and
you.
You're teaching high school, bro. So that's even just another level, right? Like I said earlier. But dude, honestly, thank you for keeping our youth and teaching them, keeping them in line, because that's our future, man. Hey, if you can,
that,
in the years of 1 or 2, like, hey, man, pick up an accordion, pick up a bajo or something. We got to do it, man. Yeah. We got to do it. And to all the artists in the Pearsall Dilly area. Yeah. I think I've got a lot of them on the show. Carlos, we got to work on Carlos, man. Carlos is a busy guy, though. He's doing a podcast now. He's doing all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, so Carlos Cacholas, if you're watching this, make sure you message me, or if you guys know his number, give it to me. I'll get with them. We'll get them on the show. So right now, I'm going to give you guys the floor. If there's any shout-outs, you want to give a shout-out to your loved ones again, whatever you want before we...
I'll say quick shout-out to my daughter, Heather, my girls, Kristen, Bailey, Jada, Gigi, Emmy, and my grandson, Little E. Two jingles. My wife, Dora, thanks for the support. And to all the people from Pierce, everybody watching, saludos to everybody. Thanks, Bumper. And, hope to see y'all soon, pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
If I forget anybody, I'm sorry. But,
first of all, to my Margarita.
To my first... Shout out to God first for if it wasn't for God we wouldn't be here, giving us our talent. To my firstborn grandson, Zaya. I told my wife I'd say hi to Zaya, and I just can't think of anybody off the top of my head. But you guys know who you are, and Raul, help me out.
Shout out to, of course, to my wife, who's, man, she's been there by my side through all, since we started MDOS, and even with the Memoria back then. She's been just an awesome supporter. She's just done so much to my daughter and my granddaughter in Georgetown, who's also shares our stuff and great supporter. She tried to show up to the gigs and catch our shows. And just to everybody from Pearsall, Texas, our hometown, who's been there to our shows. We will be there in October for the big festival, the Hispanic Heritage. So we hopefully we'll see everybody there. And much love to all of them.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to say shout out to my wife for holding the fort there at the house with my 4 boys, AJ, JJ, Jaden, and Chorus. Thank you for everything that you do. Also, to all the people watching, to all the people that are checking out our music, don't forget to go to our Facebook page. Give us a like. Follow us, please, on TikTok, I guess, Facebook.
All social media.
All social media platforms. YouTube. And follow us, give us a like. We'd like to have as many of you guys watching our stuff. And hopefully we'll see you at the shows one day.
Let me give a shout out to my mom, my brothers and sisters.
Oh, before I got a text. Shout out to my mom, Linda, my dad, the Leal family, Martinez families, uncles, tias, everybody in Pearsall. Shout out también Cuyito and all them from Garcia's Bar and Grill, Brian and all the guys, Acias. If I forget anybody, don't blame me, blame David.
Albert.
Bro, I said Dilly and Pearsall.
Albert Motormouth, man. Saludos para DJ Motormouth, Albert Martinez. He's the main guy who's throwing down that Hispanic Heritage Festival.
Órale.
So shout out to Motormouth and Entertainment. Shout out to all them.
Isn't Joe Vic Reina and them? They're from that area too?
Joe Vic Reina. Saludos también para Joe Vic Reina.
Los
Cumbacheros.
Chris Ramirez Letal. They're from there.
Yeah, Chris Ramirez Letal.
The Grupo Metal with 2 T's are from that area. Chingada. We could be here forever, dude.
They're from Cotula.
I think every resident of Pearsall and Dilly, they play instruments, bro. They're in a band.
They have Macizo, we have Espada. También, all these guys from Espada from there. And, it's a small community, but, it's rocking.
Yeah, that's badass, man.
I have one more shout out.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Emily Rodriguez. She's she used to be with us on vocals. She was a female vocalist for us. She's going to continue to help us for a few more gigs, but she's going to go on her own now and do her solo thing. Her name's Emily Rodriguez out of Austin. She goes by Ilian. That's her stage name. So she's
look, all the everybody's watching the show. Everybody's looking at their phone. Oh shit, they sent me a text. Hey, don't you forget me, son.
I was reading right now. Our Widows player, he wants us to say our prayers for his dad was transferred to San Antonio. Prayers for Furman. Let's say prayers for your dad, man. I hope he gets better. I hope we'll be praying for him. And just stay strong and
he'll be in our prayers.
We'll keep you in your prayers, brother.
Hell yeah.
And prayers go a long way, man. When people do that, like if everybody just stops and prays for a little bit, prayers are powerful. Again, MDOS, man, thank you guys so much for coming all the way from the big city of Pearsall, Texas. And then this guy, Southwest, just drop. You can drop him off over here. What's up, Dave? Thanks for coming all the way up from the valley, man. Appreciate it, dude. I mean, I know you didn't come up specifically for this, but just the fact that you're up here from there, I appreciate it. Again, Raul, like I said, thank you for what you do, man. Not only with the music, but teaching. And there's already, I saw somebody on here like, hey, you gained a new fan. There's, I think Juan Rangel, or somebody like that comments like, "Hey, you got a new fan tonight." So
awesome, thank you.
That's good. It makes the show really, really worth it. So again, man, thank you guys so much for watching. If this is the first time you're watching because they shared it, and you're like, "Who is this Bumper Cat?" Well, now you know who I am. I'm Bumper Gomez, and you're watching Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, where we bring you the best interviews in Tejano music, unscripted. It's live. What they say is, I mean, even if they say Margarita, it just comes out. Like you just don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen, bro. You gotta stay tuned. So remember, next week, Joe Ojeda from the original Los Dinos keyboard player for Selena for many, many, many years will be here in the studio with Bumper. And so it's going to be a good time. And don't forget tonight, if you're in San Antonio, you want somewhere to go chill out, have a cold beer, listen to some good Tejano music, Mustang Sally's is the place to be. You'll see me there here in a few minutes. After I kick these guys out, I got to haul ass and get over there and meet my homie La Chismosa. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys again for tuning into Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Until next Wednesday, you guys have a safe week. I'll see y'all Saturday. Don't forget Friday, Frito Pie Friday with Joey Jams. Saturday, the Lowrider Show. Saturday night, Chris Betta's birthday bash. And then Sunday, we rest. Okay. All right. Yeah. Y'all have a good one.